What's poppin', y'all? It looks like it just keeps getting worse for Sneako when it comes to his biggest inspiration, Ye. Because after working with Ye, getting to be his creative director after having been fired from his campaign years ago, it was Ye 24 campaign. I think that was going on in 2022. He tried to drop a documentary a couple of months ago about his time that he spent in, was it somewhere in Spain? I don't know if it was an island or if it was in the south of Spain. And one of the Ye fan pages would post, in a few hours, Sneako will release a documentary about Ye, covering events dated from May 2025 to February 2026. It's important to remember that Ye has already taken responsibility and apologized for what he said and did during his crash out, and nothing from that period reflects who he is today. And very soon after, immediately after dropping it, Sneako would private the video, and this was a post from Milo, who was the head of his Ye 24 campaign and also, I think, working very closely with Ye for the past couple of years as well, and says, "Did you talk to Ye about this?" And then Sneako would reply and say, "I took it down. All the footage in this has already been released." And people were asking like, "Yo, why'd you take this down?" And Sneako would explain why on his stream.
Yeah, and I'll say, it wasn't Milo, it wasn't easy. I talked, I'm not going to get that specific, but, it's unfortunate. Because it's so much of my life as well. Look at the reputational hits I face. I just want to post videos, bro. No, it's not Jewish lawyers or anything. I've said, I'm not here. I don't want to jeopardize anybody. I'm not doing it because of pressure. I'm doing it out of respect. Because I love the guy. He's a friend, greatest artist of all time. Super huge, major inspiration. And I would never do anything intentionally to jeopardize, and that's not my goal. So that's all I'll say.
Keep in mind, this happened February 8th, which was a couple of weeks after the major situation that happened, the Clubacost, you could call it. And this is post Ye apologizing for the whole situation, dropping a whole apology, and even having a major Jewish billionaire, what's his name? Not Ben, Bill Ackman. Yeah, billionaire Bill Ackman, who was one of the people when the protests were going on about the war. He was trying to have people doxxed in the Northeast. I think this was at Harvard campus. So he was one of those guys, but he co-signed the Ye apology. So Ye's trying to transition. He had just done his show in Mexico City, and he was probably trying to plan for the show that he was going to do in LA, which is happening now. He's doing 2 shows in LA. It's his first shows in the US for, I think, 4 or 5 years. So it was a very poor timing for Sneako to put this out, for sure, when you're looking at Ye's perspective. But for me, I thought, dude, this guy was there with you. He took all the shots for you. He was in the blast radius. He was getting nuclear damage even after you were able to leave this all behind. And you're not going to let him drop a documentary on the situation, or you're going to ask him to take it down. And Sneako would clear this up and say, "I chose to scrap my documentary out of respect. The film covered pivotal years of my life, highlighting widely circulated media stories, many of which were adjacent to my friend, who today is on another path." His friend, quote unquote. "No, my hand wasn't forced. No, I did not get the call. No, I am not sorry." And he's saying he's not sorry about the incident of the song getting played, which he says he didn't play it at the club, but they told on him and they said that he was the one that played it in the car. Frankly, I don't care. I don't care who played the song. I don't care when it was played, but he did get a call actually from Milo Yiannopoulos while he was on stream.
Milo's calling me. Hey Milo, I'm on stream.
Oh, okay. Should we talk later?
If you want to, it could also be, depends what you want.
I very much don't want to have a conversation broadcast to the world, but I appreciate the offer. I will chat to you when you can.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Everything's fine from your end and my end?
Yeah, all right. God bless you.
All right, God bless. All right. Man, good. What happened to Elijah Schaefer? Woo! You do not want to f around with Milo. You do not want to f around with Milo. Holy moly, that guy is relentless is definitely one word to use for him. He's a relentless person.
So all of this happens, and you would think, okay, fine, no problem here. He took down the documentary. Keep in mind, he had to spend time, money. He didn't get paid to be there with Ye. So he spent 5 weeks away. He was streaming, of course, and it benefited him, but he lost money to do that. He did not get paid. He took reputational damage because this was in the middle of last year. So in the beginning of last year, Sneako was putting out this thing called Project X, where he was trying to clear up his image, his PR, and he was putting out creative videos, like daily videos, daily vlogs on X, because he was still banned on YouTube. And this was an attempt to get people to love his work again and realize, like, okay, he wasn't on this extreme stuff anymore. And that actually assisted in him getting unbanned from YouTube. I don't know if he got his Instagram back. So he gets unbanned from YouTube, and then what happens? Or his PR pretty much changes. And what happens? Ye comes in, he goes hanging out with Ye, and then Ye's going nuclear, dropping Double H song. Right? He's like taking it to the 10th degree. So Ye didn't consider Sneako's position at that time, which you could say like, yo, Ye invited him to work with him. Sneako should have weighed it out and said, you know what? I don't think this is worth it right now. But for him at the time, he probably thought it was worth it. Like, for example, Dave Blunt's is somebody that worked with Ye, and he fell back after a while. I don't think he went out to Spain with Ye. He just worked with him while he was in LA. Now, an individual that had worked, or not worked with, but was invited to interview or do a stream with Ye and denied it was Adin Ross. And Adin Ross asked for Ye to be committed to an asylum. He wanted him Baker acted. And this is in 2025 while this is all going on. This is important context.
I think Ye needs help. And I love Ye's music, and I've loved him for such a long time. And I think he needs help. I think regardless of what he's going through, I think that somebody that's not a yes man needs to legit Baker act him, or whatever it's called, where you submit somebody to like a mental check, mental place to get right, because he's not healthy, he's not all the way there, and he needs to be. I love Ye. You know, he's done so much. He's made so much music, and he's done so much for so many people. He needs to go get help. Seriously, bro.
So this is a scary situation because we saw the text between Harley Pasternak and Ye. Harley Pasternak is a quote-unquote personal trainer. This guy's just a handler. Let's keep it a buck. Like, no conspiracy, but you see all the people he's personal training, and you see his background, and you're like, it seems like you're more of a handler. And it's understandable. So these people need handlers. They're insane for the most part. Like, you see what Britney Spears is doing. And if they weren't insane before they got into this industry and to the heights that they got in this industry, it made them go insane, which you're not, a normal human being is not meant to take that much scrutiny, criticism, stress, and everything else that comes with it. So a handler would make sense. But this guy was threatening him. He's like, yo, if you don't stop moving the way you're moving, we're going to pull up on you, put you on a bunch of drugs, and make you disappear. Disappear, not like harm him, but, well, depending on what you consider harm. So Adin Ross was encouraging this. And what happened? So he's going to have a show in LA, 2 shows, and Adin Ross gets the invite, interestingly enough.
I got clearance from someone on Ye's team, I'm not going to say who, that I'm allowed to stream it. I'm allowed to pull up with a backpack and stream it. I'm not going to name drop or anything like that, but I got clearance. So, yes. Now, I would want Sneako to be there with me, obviously. If he wants to come out and invite Sneako. Any real Ye fans, all the Ye fans got to link up and just do this together. But I heard he's doing like 3 nights in a row. No, boo, don't do it. Look at you. Nick Fuentes. Neon can't even name 5 Ye albums. No. If you can't name 5 Ye albums, then no, you cannot come. If you can't name 7 Ye albums, you can't come. No, I'm not doing that, bro. Yo, you gotta be a real Ye fan to pull up and be on the stream.
So here, Adin Ross is like, yeah, Ye's team hit me up. They said I could stream it. And, who should I bring with me? So Adin Ross, from his own mouth, initially, he's like, I want to bring Sneako, which just goes to show you, like, this guy, Adin Ross, this guy's a big-hearted guy. He's thinking of, the first person that comes to mind is Sneako, because he knows how big of a fan he is of Ye. Do you think Sneako got invited? Not only did he not get invited, when Adin Ross asked about Sneako, this was the response.
Pulling up for Kanye? Yeah, I mean, I want to. I won't lie, though, someone from Kanye's team saw that, like I said, I was going to come and bring Sneako, and they got really mad. So if I can't stream it, I'm not going. It's just like that simple. So yeah. Straight up. What happened? There were multiple complaints when I said that I'm coming and I'm bringing Sneako, so I'm probably not going to go. First of all, like, if I can't stream it, I'm not going to go. I just won't go. So yeah, we'll see. Lies, I swear to God, why would I lie to you about that? Stop extending your invite to friends. Yeah, I mean, I could see why you could say that. I mean, or how it would be weird. But at the same time, bro, like, I don't know.
Damn. So the response after he pulled back a documentary, didn't drop a documentary about him or about his own experience, not about Ye. He was like, yo, I'm going to take this sacrifice. I'm going to take this hit, taking the hit to the reputation, playing the Ye song, which that's all him. That has nothing to do with Ye. But it is a song that you put out, Ye. And now he's blackballed from even showing up to the concert. And like they told Adin, like, nah, you're not allowed to have that guy. So what is the loyalty paying for? This goes one way. And even while talking with academics about the upcoming Bully that's supposed to release, I don't believe a Ye album is out until I'm listening to it in my headphones. And academics gave him a harsh lesson.
Because we debuted that infamous song. It was us together. It was me and you debuting that track on our streams. It's been it's less than a year, although it feels like a long time ago. How have you reflected on that? And what is the legacy? What's Ye's legacy now?
His legacy is amazing still.
Absolutely.
You know, I warn people. I say, Ye is somebody you should don't listen to him in terms of don't do as he does. He's a one of one. You'll never be Ye. Put it like this. Ye has done and said the most extreme and things that people have labeled him an anti-Semite, right? You playing that song will affect you more than after he redeems himself and switches the topic of conversation, he'll be good. There's certain people in life that are so good, they'll always get another chance.
So even he said, he's like, yeah, we premiered the song and all that. But academics, he wasn't riding with Ye. Like, yeah, he did an interview with Ye. He even premiered a song for Ye. But academics was never on. He was never right next to Ye while it was going on. He always made it clear, like, yo, that's Ye's views. Sneako was right behind him, like his right-hand man, his soldier. And what happened? Like academics said, what you did would harm you more and make it more difficult for you to recover than Ye. And that's what we're seeing right now in real time. And is Sneako being rewarded for that level of loyalty that he had towards Ye? Hell nah. And I said this previously a couple of months ago when Sneako first took down the documentary. I said, man, F Ye. Ye is my favorite artist. Like Ye and Cudi up there, really. If we're talking rap artists, favorite rapper, different story. That's Lil Wayne. Ye is my favorite rap artist, but that doesn't forbid me from or hold me back from saying that this guy only cares about himself. It's probably like megalomaniac, narcissist, but that's what makes him such a huge, larger than life figure. But for Sneako, I think he's thinking about it like, yeah, you know, that's the homie. This is the respect. This is my friend. You use the word friend. Is this how your friend's going to treat you? He's not even letting Adin Ross bring you. And this is the thing too. He was premiering a song for Ye. Now he's calling academics, asking academics like, yo, you got any information on this? Is this album coming out? Is there AI on it? What's going on? Meanwhile, he was with Digital Nas, who was producing. He was in the house, and now he's asking for information just like us. That's how loyalty gets rewarded. And this is why when you're with certain people, especially people like Ye can recover. That's the thing. You are not Ye. I am not Ye. Majority of artists are not Ye. Like Dave Blunt was smart to pull back. Like, did he need to talk about Ye? Nah, I think he just got asked about it in an interview. But it was smart for Dave Blunt to pull back because Dave Blunt is still chilling right now. Like, yeah, he's not as big as his first blow up, but nobody's as big as when they first blow up. That's just the first time you're seeing them. So there's a novelty factor that's going to create a lot of buzz and conversation around them. Now it's just slowly continuing to grow it. Like Mario Judah, somebody that's nowhere near. People are probably like, whoa, what the hell happened to that guy? He's dropping music. He took several years off, but he's dropping music that's performing well. Now, could he be more consistent? Yes, but that's a different type of story. But yeah, I think he got done grimy. Like Adin Ross was not kicking it with Ye, was not co-signing Ye, was against Ye, was saying Ye should be hospitalized, and now he's getting the red carpet rolled out for him. And Sneako, who was right next to Ye, riding with him at his hardest time, he's like, yeah, we don't want this guy anymore. Don't let him within 10,000 feet of us. Make sure he's in New York when we're performing in LA. He needs to be in New York or Miami, the opposite coast. We don't want him anywhere near us, which that is a valuable lesson right there. Well, it looks like he might still have a little bit of sentimentality towards Sneako, and he just sees him as a radiating ball of fire that he's not willing to get next to in public right now while he's working on the PR, because Sneako got some exclusives for the Bully release party stream.
Let's run that back one more time. This is King off of Bully. Come on, son. The time. I don't want to play too much. Woo! You just saw a Love Speech exclusive. Shout out Ye.
So, okay, I'm glad that Ye or somebody on Ye's team is still cool with Sneako. But like I said, I don't think that takes away from the fact that the guy's not even pulling up to your show. Or is that going to change? Were you waiting for, like, the heat to die down? Like, what's up with that? Because, like I said, yeah, you can send him stuff behind the scenes, but he was standing right there with you while you were spinning around a swastika chain, dog. Right there. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.